What's going on, Falcon faithful? Um, this is the Coach Will Talk Sports. I'm Coach Will. Today, we're going to discuss the possibility of Grady Jarrett no longer being a Falcon. Oh, but first, you guys do me a favor and support me by hitting the subscribe button, the like button, and sharing this content with your friends and family. But to all the ones that have supported me, who are subscribed, I appreciate it, and I'm just making my way through this process. All right, okay, but let's get started anyway. There's a real possibility that Grady Jarrett will no longer be a Falcon this year. I'm hearing that talks may have stalled by the extension because we're 3 days away from the draft. Plus, we've signed two guys um, this past off season, big guys. But in this scheme, 3-4 usually be big guys with Dean Pease. He don't usually have smaller D tackles in the 3-4 defense. So that's a good chance that we may lose Grady to a trade, and I hope not a cut, but there's a very good possibility. With that being said, if he is cut or released, salary cap will be saved. For instance, if we were to cut Grady or trade Grady, we're looking at a cap hit. His cap number would be 733. So we would actually gain about $15 million off that off that trade or either or cut. Don't think we want to cut him. I think a trade would be better for the team because we can get capital for that trade. Plus, there's D linemen in the draft, and if that's the case, we're looking at an offense. I'm sorry, as a defense with a Carter on one end, probably a AO, and Graham probably going to that spot that Grady play, or you may have the two big guys on there, and Graham or either Davison play that position. But don't want to lose Grady. He's a very reliable piece that we have. So we got to make this work. But there's a strong possibility. So I think fans need to be prepared for anything because we've seen Matt leave, we've seen Julio leave. Who would have thought that? But because there's a new regime, and slowly but surely, you notice all the people that Thomas Demetro has picked up. A lot of them are leaving pretty soon, so not many left. But I just wanted to bring it up, just to get people prepared. There's a possibility that Grady will be gone. Like I said, don't want him to be gone, but there's a strong possibility. So be prepared. Let's look out for this draft. And it may even happen draft day. So, because you haven't heard anything from no one. Grady, even, I don't heard anything. But the only thing you heard about Grady is the little incident they had up in Buckhead. So, not a little incident, but he had an incident in Buckhead. So, but you haven't heard anything else about talks. So, if they were to do an extension, I think their extension would have been done because somehow we have to pay for this draft class. There's not enough money for the draft class. There's only like $3 million left, I think. That's not enough to pay for a draft class. So be prepared to see Grady with a trade or even an extension, or looking at a Dion Jones post June 1st cut. That's when you get the most money for that. So everybody stay tuned, be prepared, and looking forward to this draft coming up. So I'm Coach Will Talk Sports. I want to thank you guys for listening and have a great night.